Friday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and the Sports Corner with the Conn Man. Y'all have to bear with me. It's been a rough week. Basketball camp from 8 in the morning to 4, and then refereeing from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So my voice is kind of hoarse. I'm sure some of you might be very happy that my voice is hoarse. Today, I have with me, well, hopefully he can come on, again with technical difficulties. Sometimes things happen. A guy by the name of Tyree Robinson. I'm going to give you guys a little flashback about Tyree. You know, I've been doing refereeing and all that stuff, but I got away from it after having my 2 hip surgeries. So I kept hearing about this guy named Tyree Robinson. Never really saw him play. I heard he was from Boston, and he went to the school called Durfee High School in Fall River, Mass. Anyway, I heard about him. I heard about it, and I said, all right. So anyway, my final year working at the Department of Corrections, I said, I'm going up with a bang. For 25 years, I've been bringing outside teams to play in the prison. And a lot of people ain't too crazy about going playing in the prison. But I've been bringing teams in for like 25 years. I brought the best of the best in the South Coast area. I even brought the starting 5 for UMass Dartmouth out here, college. Anyway, so I'm going to go up with a bang. So you know me, I talk smack. Y'all know me. So I'm telling inmates, man, they're going to blast you. Anyway, word got out that the team I'm bringing in can dunk a lot. So I don't know who spoke, whatever. But it got to my superintendent. Superintendent comes down to my gym because I ran the gym. He said, Mike, let me tell you something. There better be no dunking. I said, sure. Okay, boss, you got that. No dunking. No one's going. You got that. Hell, it's on a Saturday. Ain't nobody there but me. So you know what happened. So I brought a contingent of players from Fall River, some great players. And I'm telling you, what a way to go out. They had 6 individuals. And folks, let me tell you something. What a performance they put on. I'm talking high flying. I've been around basketball for a long damn time. And I'm sitting there and it looked like a cartoon. Like they were jumping off a trampoline. I was like, you what? And anyway, the inmates were so excited. I don't think they believed what they saw. So as the game goes on, matter of fact, game was almost over. You know how they change shifts, 7 to 3, 3 to 11. So the 3 to 11 shift comes on, and I have a lieutenant. His name was Lieutenant Palmer. And he comes in, he's about 5'7". And he sees it, he goes, wow. He said, Mike, can you have that guy jump over some guys? I said, of course. Tyree's about 6'1". So we grabbed like almost the tallest players in the prison, line them up. And I'm waiting on him to come. For some reason, he is not able to come on. We're trying to work it out. That's the only tough thing about doing the show is that, things happen. So hopefully we can work it out so whereas he can go on. But anyway, so we get the tallest players and we line them up. 3, like maybe from the foul line towards the rim. This guy, Tyree Robinson, gets the ball, boom, jumps up over all 3 with his arms like this, bang, like this, bang. Then, well, back then, when he dunked, he put his feet like way up on the backboard. It was a sight to see. It was a tremendous sight to see. And they are, not only are they great players, but they're great people. And I was honored to have them come on my last show. So, I wanted to give him his props. And he's right now, he went to Odessa College in Texas. Then he went somewhere else. And now I think he's playing in, I probably can't even pronounce the country. Taiwan, I don't know. I can barely spell my name. But he's out there playing and doing very well. And if you guys if by some chance he can't come on, we'll get him on again. But I hope he can come on because he's all over the country. And, you know, when you have guests, they're taking time out of their day to do a favor for you. And we want to try to make and accommodate them in any way and shape, form that we can. And I kind of get upset when things don't work out because they don't know what I do exactly. So sometimes they may be leery about coming on again. You know what I mean? So I've had a couple of guests who have done that, you know, because things didn't work out, whether it be maybe my fault, maybe due to technical difficulties. You never know. You know what I mean? So we try to do the best we can. And if he does not come on, this will be a shorter version of the show. But I do got a couple of things to say. But getting back to Tyree. He's playing overseas right now. I would say I might be exaggerating a little bit because you know how I am. I think he has like a 45, 46-inch vertical leap. He's built like a house and very quiet. You don't know, but you will know once he leaves the floor. And I'm hoping and praying that my producer, Key Williams, can work something out so that he can come on. And again, I'm going to talk about this week. I've been working with the BBA, which is the Burgo Basketball Association now. This is year number 30. We started out in Steve Burgo's backyard. He now has a full-fledged complex, 5 outdoor courts, concession building, volleyball thing, and now he's going to have an indoor building, well, a building built hopefully by this time next year. And I want to give a big shout out to Steve Burgo. You know what I mean? Because he's all about the kids. And, you know, some people talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. Steve Burgo talks the talk and walks the walk. So this is a little shout out to him and his family and for what they do. Because it's the league. Usually we have over 100 teams. I think we're down to less than that, maybe like 90. We service over 1,000 kids from the ages of maybe 7, 8 to like 18. We have all different divisions, 5 outdoor courts. There's 4 games on each court every night. And so it's a great thing for the kids and for the youth. And I want to give a shout out to our State Representative Mark Montigny because he donated one of them shooting machines. You know what I mean? It works great. Phenomenal. So I want to give a big shout out to Mark Montigny and also Anthony Senna, who is the one that's kind of responsible for having state representative, state senator, excuse me, let me get that right, State Senator Mark Montigny, for donating the shooting machine. If y'all can afford it, what a great tool. What a great, and it's all computerized, pretty good. Works out pretty good. I also want to give a shout out to the camp. The kids were great. You know, I had a ball. I lost my voice, but you know, I want to bring up something that's very. Oh, let me while I'm here. We have some great guests lined up. I'm already booked for damn near the whole month of August, so we have some very special guests. But what I want to tell y'all, because you know, like I said, I want my shows to make an impact, and next Friday, y'all need to tune in 5 o'clock. Now I'm going to get a little bit emotional, all right? Because, you know, the teenager, you know, the teenage years, and sometimes you like to experiment. Let's keep it real. And a lot of the youth, you know, doing marijuana, maybe for medicinal purposes, but, you know, things happen, right? When you do what you do. Well, anyway, Paula and Phil Young are the parents, so you know what's coming up. And their son, they'll come and explain it in more detail next week. So I don't want to get the story wrong, but something along the line that whatever the son purchased or was given was laced with fentanyl. And he passed away. Now, you know, most parents would rather go before their kids. And unfortunately, in this situation, he passed. So on August 17th, we are doing a fundraiser in his honor. And Phil and Paul will be coming on my show. And they're going to tell you, whew, that's going to be a tough show to do. But they're going to tell you all the circumstances. And, you know, I did not know the youth, or maybe I don't remember, because, you know, I got dementia and I got dyslexia. But, I mean, you know, I think that's why I kind of like doing the show. You know what I mean? Sports are great. And you know me, I'm a fanatic. But, you know, I think I can make more of an impact with shows like this. Because, you know, fentanyl is killing so many of our youth. And, you know, you hate to see a young man not be able to live his life and his dreams, and the effect that it has on the parents. It's got to be devastating. So if y'all could tune in next Friday, 5 o'clock live, they will both be on the show, and they're going to tell you the story. And on August 17th, we're doing a fundraiser, and we're going to try to have it live streamed. It's going to be a tough one. You know, anyway, as you know, I talk smack with the best of them. Anyway, I've been, you know, I got some things on my mind, and it's probably due to Key Williams, because they cranked me up, and when at the beginning, and because I didn't want to, you know, talk, but they cranked me up, so now I have no problem with it. I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. Like, it's just gonna be a short version, and then I got to go connect with Tyree and the boss again to see if we can do it again. You know what I mean? But I want to give a shout out to Tyree, because I'll be sending him this and let you know I love you, my brother, and hopefully we can do it again. You know, I don't know what the technical difficulties are, but I am so honored that you were going to come on my show, because you're a busy man. I know you're going to go back to, I think, California, and then wherever you're playing overseas. And I wanted the viewers to get a taste of you and to give you your roses. So bear with me, Tyree, and we'll try to get you back on. So again, this is going to be a shorter version because I can barely talk. You can see I'm ready to. But the camp experiences has been a great thing for me. Kids were fantastic, and the BBA is fantastic as well. You know, and you know, I'm 64. I ain't like I used to be. So, you know, but I got some good news. I don't know, maybe Key or someone can find out. But it looks like, I'm not trying to brag, you know what I'm saying, but it looks like I'm going to be inducted into my college, Framingham State University Hall of Fame, as well as my high school, Bishop Stang Hall of Fame, in the same year. I don't know if there's too many people in the country that have had that happen. And I'm not trying to brag, because I wasn't all that, but what I was a hard worker, because I couldn't jump. I wasn't quick. I wasn't fast, but I had heart. And I was thinking back on that. And, you know, my college coach, Bruce Greeley, who passed away, you guys are going to love this story. You know, I'm captain. I was captain my last 2 years. So, and I used to hate my coach. I hope the kids or whoever listen to this. I was so upset, because this is what he would do. Right before the game, he'd go around, right, and he'd point out the starting four. And he'd walk back and forth. And I'm like, what you doing? He'd go back and forth, and he'd go like this. Go ahead, Confatio. Woo! That would piss me off so much that I would run through a wall. And then after that happened, the assistant coach would tell me, Mike, this is what I want you to do. Whoever the high scorer is on the other team, I want you to keep them below the average. I said, "Oh, okay." And I am proud to say my senior year, I kept everybody below the average. I usually played in Division Three. Usually the top scorers are the small forwards and usually the shooting guard. So I played either or. And I'm not trying to brag, but you know, it paid dividends. But the reason why, as you can see, I'm losing my voice. See, he knew to get the best out of me was to piss me off. And I thought he hated me. He just knew how to get me going and crank me up. And then I was like Lawrence Taylor, to be honest with you. But anyway, and I'm thankful. I mean, you can't get into a Hall of Fame unless someone nominates you. So someone that framed me, I thought something of me. I mean, I was a defensive player in Mass Hack. I was third in the nation in assists in Division III that year. And I also had the leading scorer in the nation, Mark Van Brockenberg, who got drafted by the Celtics. And so, hey, I did my thing. But moving on, in high school, I wasn't really a big-time scorer. I was more defensive-minded. Oh, but getting back to the college, because I want to say something to you guys. I told you guys I couldn't jump. I wasn't quick. I wasn't fast, but I was point guard. Now, we had only one offensive play. Hear me out. One offensive play. But there were 40 options. And we disguised them. So, now that was in 1983. Would you believe it's 2024? I still remember all those options. Because I guess you could say I was a system player. That made me a better player. And as a point guard, you got to know where your team wants the ball, where you want to pass to them, and you got to have eye contact. Because a lot of things we didn't, I didn't call out plays. We never called out a play. But there was so much pick and roll, pick and cut, and it was up to me to make eye contact with the players. I give a nod, or I call out different cities. Some cities I didn't even know, but they knew. New York, New Hampshire, I call every play. So, because you have people scouting you. So we disguised it by calling cities, restaurants, but we disguised it. And it was so good. And the fact is, we were small. So every time we played, we had to make sure we took good shots. And I think we had one of the highest field goal percentages in the country because we, again, were small. So we had to make use of what we had. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to bore you, but because I'm waiting on Tyree because I wanted to give him his roses. And he's texting me, but I'm on the phone with you all, so I can't get back to him. So that's why I'm going to try to shorten this version. But we have some tremendous guests lined up. I don't know if you guys remember Providence College. We got Donnie Brown. You guys are going to love him. We got a lady by the name of Amelia Moore. She's like, I'll call her. I better not say that. Anyway, she's one of the best known entertainment people out of New York City. She's from New Bedford, Mass. And she's doing some phenomenal things as well. And then we have some, a couple times what I've been doing is focusing on the older people. But I'm having on my show Donovan Burgle. He's about 18 years old, and he's Steve Burgle's grandson. And my man's got Player of the Year. He played football, baseball, basketball. He's a great kid, great student. He's going to be attending UMass Dartmouth, and then he's going to go on a scholarship to UMass Lowell playing baseball. But he'll be on my show as well. So I'm looking forward to that, and that should be a great thing. And, I kind of want to focus on the youth and what they're doing as well, because usually I bring you historical people who have done things in the past, but now I'm going to try to bring up some people who are doing things now. You know what I mean? And if you guys have any ideas you want me to have put on the show, I'm welcome to it. Key and Jake Silver and the network have given me the platform to basically do, as I want. And they know, they trust me that I'm going to bring in the best guests that I possibly can. and I'm sure they don't want me to talk so much. You know, again, I'm gonna make this a very short show because I need some rest. It's tough, man. Camp 8 to 4, hour off, and then refereeing 6 to 10 at night. It's a grueling, very grueling, but it's great. And the kids were great, and everybody knows I hate the Celtics. Everybody knows that. So Steve Bergo had all the kids wearing Celtic gear and shirts and hats. They even brought a mug with the Celtics on it. I told them it's like kryptonite. Don't bring that here. Anyway, so the kids were great. And the last day, right before it ended, they all got together in the big bucket of water and they poured it on me. Anyway, so the kids were great. I had a great time. I've been with Steve for 30 years, man. 30 years. So I got to give a shout out to Steve Berger, his wife Donna, and Lance, and all of them. They do a great job. Again, with the Tyree situation, you guys can go do me a favor if you want. Look up, Google Tyree Robinson. Watch. Again, I don't know what country he's playing. I don't even know. But you will see how amazing this athletic this guy is. And he's just a good person. Again, I'm going to send this to him and let him know that I wish he was on the show because I was looking forward to it. Again, when you have guests on, you have to make them the focus. You know what I mean? You know, I already know I talk smack. But when I have my guests on, they're the focus. I'm smart enough to realize, let them talk. I listen. And again, I guess, thanks to Jake and Key, I'm going to be, I keep saying it wrong, Roku, whatever it is. I'm going to be on that as well, Saturdays at 5 p.m. I guess I got to get a Roku stick. But anyway, I'm going to be on that. And that's thanks to Key and Jake and the network. So I guess they like what I'm doing. But, you know, for me, it's an act of love. I do what I do because I've been doing it before podcasts. I've been recognizing people 30 years. I've given out 350 recognition awards. Yes, 350, for real. And I just feel it's my mission to recognize others. And then when I started doing these podcasts, you know, not this network, but there was a network on, I won't say the name. And when I first started, you know, they're like, Mike, well, you got to do hockey. What? Oh, yeah, you got to do hockey. I can't even spell hockey. But yeah, no, you got to do hockey. And, of course, I don't know hockey. So there was a problem there. They said, well, if you don't do hockey, we're going to have to let you go. And I said, bye-bye. But before I left, I ain't going to say the name, but I spoke. I said, you know something? You want good podcasters? Let them do what they do best. Because guess what? If it's something that they enjoy, they're going to put the time and effort. You give someone something that they have no clue about, what makes you think how much effort they're going to put into it? You all know I'm a basketball nut. So giving me my own show, you can't get no better than that. And then I kind of expanded and I got entertainers, the great group Tavaz. I brought so many great entertainers. I brought a medium. I brought drug counselors. I've done everything, you know what I mean? And the network's like, okay, go ahead, because they trust me. And I'm so honored to be able to do that. And like he said, well, you look out for local people. Damn right. Because out here, no one likes to give anyone credit. So I guess that's on me. I have no problem with it. So I don't know, you know, I'm blessed, you know, it's a great thing. And, you know, we're losing so many people. So, you know, you got to enjoy life while it is. So again, I'm going to be sharp, probably about 4 more minutes. But I'm going to tell you about the USA team. They in trouble. They in trouble. I mean, when Durant comes back, of course, they'll be better. But there's some conflict going on. You got the Jaylen Brown incident, you know, him not making the team and Derek White making it. You know, sometimes I can't understand why they didn't pick him. Because you're trying to get a team, not necessarily all the best players, but the best players who can play with each other, compatible. And although Brown and Kawhi are kind of the same, hey, let Steve Kerr make them decisions. But I tell you what's funny. Check this out, y'all. If you watch the Sudan game, there was a guy by, I think his name was Jones, or yeah, I think his name was Jones, or whatever his name was. Let me tell you something. I don't know too many people Jones named out in Sudan. I'm just saying. I don't think he's from Sudan. He may be from South Detroit. I don't think he's from Sudan. But anyway, he got on, and you guys heard about my man from Philly, Joel. They took away his citizenship from Cameroon or Cameroon because he was supposed to play with them, and he played with the USA team. So that wasn't a good thing. But, you know, again, I think the NBA's, I was watching the Summer League. Fantastic. A lot of great talent coming out, man. They said it was a bad draft. I don't know. I saw some great players. But I'm going to give you my pre-fall, end of summer. I'm going to tell y'all right now, lock it in. Western Conference Finals. Oklahoma City, Minnesota. You heard me? Oklahoma City, Minnesota. Watch out for the Pelicans. Watch out for the Pelicans. So anyway, that's my Western Conference. You guys know I hate the Celtics. So I don't even like saying that name. I get. But they'll probably be in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think it's probably going to be, if everybody stays healthy, probably going to be Philadelphia. I would take a guess it would be Philadelphia. I like the additions they made. They just got with Jackson from Denver. I think that was a great addition. And then, of course, they got, they got the man. So hopefully they're going to be good. They just got to remain healthy. And also, they got another backup man, Drummond. Just saying. And B can chill a little bit more, you know what I mean? So, and you don't have to take on the load. But I was impressed with the Knicks, with Tyler Kolek. His father, I repped his games. His father was a great ball player, too, as well. But, again, I guess we're going to have to get Tyree on again. I feel so bad because, it kind of, I'll take care of it. But I really wanted him on the show, because you take time. When you schedule something, you want to be correct. And he's taking the time to come on my show. And that's why I'm going to send him this to let him know how much I really wanted him on the show. But, I mean, we got time. I don't know. I think he's leaving Fall River today or tomorrow. We got time. And this time I'll accommodate him. Whatever time he can get on, Key's always cool with that. So this time would be when he's available. And we'll work out the problems that we had today. But, folks, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I love doing this show. Next Friday is going to be very, very emotional. Please tune in. That's going to be a rough one. But, sometimes you got to do what's right. So I want to thank you guys for coming on with me and having you guys watch me. And our shows are getting a little bit more popular. We're getting more viewers. And I have some great guests lined up. And that's why I like to do. Besides recognizing people, I like to let you guys see what I see. And, my shows that I do, I've been pretty well blessed. Who gets to play against Dr. J? Me. Who got to play against Tommy? Me. And it's not because I'm all that. It's just that I have the accessibility. One of my best friends in the world was Dave Lato. Coached at DePaul. Now he's with Overtime Elite. He coached at Virginia. So there's connections, you know what I mean? And I have those connections, and I take full advantage of them. And that's why I'm able to get the guests that I get. No one's ever really told me no. Some haven't responded, but no one's actually said, Mike, no, I ain't doing it. I don't want to do it. Some just haven't responded. And, Yeah, most of the time that they just, they got other things to do. But again, as you see, I'm getting really tired. That sun was killing me. It was killing me. But again, I wouldn't change anything in the world, man. The kids are great. It's an honor to be able to do them, and it's an honor to be able to do this podcast as well. So again, I'm getting ready to get up on out and give me some rest. Maybe give me some throat lozenges or whatever. But anyway, again, I want to thank you all for tuning in on the Sports Wave Network and on my show, Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next Friday, 5 p.m. The show's going to be about fentanyl and the dangers that it can pose on our youth. Again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next Friday, live at 5. Take care, good night, and God bless.